Last best of 7 here on our Saturday of playoffs before we move to the championship Sunday tomorrow. Osaft versus Zen. We'll find out right now who stays with the advantage.
So it's our final match of the day, and what a way to get to it. Osaf, who looked so good yesterday, 17-5 dropped on the board, but now he goes up against Zen. Game 1 brought to you by Progressive, and I'm joined by the legend himself here.
It's great to be here. I don't think we're going to see Osaft put up 17 again. That's my early prediction. I don't think that'll happen, but he's on track. In fact, he's on track to get even more than that.
Somebody quick do the maths for it. All right, 8 seconds, 1 goal. I'm not even going to try. Somebody else do it for me. Like 20,000 of you to do that. As we get into this for Zen, this is all about the kickoffs. You're going to have to try and find answers to this nice and quick. And so far, the first 2, not the best start.
Yeah, Zen is good enough to win without the kickoffs, but right now, Osaft is no slump. He's somebody who knows how to convert his kickoff advantages. You know, he definitely comes in as the underdog, but he's still that ones player, and that's a great flick there to make it 2-0.
He's got the strategy.
Zen is up in the air to get his first goal. I think we might have lost Joejon temporarily, but oh, no, Joejon's back. He went out. I don't know what you guys said or what you guys heard necessarily, but he went out right in the middle of saying internet outage. So for now, I'm gonna take over until I'm told otherwise, or I hear him once again. Zen is gonna get a second goal. Oh. Are you back? Can they hear you? Do I hear you? I think it's just me. I think I'm the only one who hears you. I think it's out. I'm talking to nobody on the stream. But this is what I normally do, so I'm right at home. Osaft tied up 2-2. A good start for him as he tries to take this one on the ground. Zen, a deep dive challenge and gets absolutely nothing. I don't think this is going to happen very often from Zen. He wanted to close the distance. He's seen some fakes. We didn't get to watch it there, but Zen just absolutely flies past the ball and misreads it. That surprises me there a little bit as we see Zen go back to the kickoffs that have been not the best for him so far. Although he intercepts this one, Osaf should be able to recover despite Zen's ability to dash back to the ball. Osaft has gained control. Zen early pre-jump. Osaft says, I'll try again. Force me to the sidewall. I'm getting my air dribble all the same. Zen meets him from the ceiling. Osaft playing this so passively, waiting for his opportunity to score. He is not worried in the moment. No panic from the essential rookie on Osaft's side. He says, Zen, challenge all you want. I have the reads. I've seen every challenge you can throw at me. And he takes it to 4-2. Another kickoff getting forced back into Zen's half, and Zen manages to get the boost. Osaft tried to surprise him there. Not often do you see someone try and steal boost in that corner, and he was just moments away from being able to get it. And Zen has been loving the air dribble bump. Osaft not going to let him score here. We've been watching Zen through the Swiss stage and the bracket play. Zen has loved his air dribble bump. He's been trying to change the attitude on it. Some people say it's cringe, but when Zen does it, clearly it must be cool. And now he's back in the air, trying to snipe the opposite corner and missed. Osaft forcing Zen to the edge of his abilities. As Osaft's gonna try and do something similar, but his is in. Osaft could not possibly ask for a better start here against Rocket League's Golden Boy. Osaft, great placement, perfectly posted in. Not much you can do if you're Zen. And it is a 5-2 lead for the German. We saw a pretty high fan vote for Osaft in this game. Germany clearly getting behind their newest ones player in this upper bracket, playing for a chance in the semifinals. Osaft off to a great start as he prepares a flick. He's been learning from Moxie. Zen's seen that before though, and is able to deny it. Low boost for Zen. Osaft trying to place again perfectly in that top left. He's gotten Zen to force a couple saves as he'll now play the boost advantage game into his back corner. He's got Zen rotating back on pads, reset. Osaft has got everything in his bag right now. There's nothing he can't do. Zen is trying to make him uncomfortable. We've seen so many different challenges, but Zen rotating back, picking up pads, unable, never even jumps as he watches that go into the top right. Osaft up 6-2, fake kickoff. Osaft making sure to stay creative on kickoffs, throw in everything he possibly can. Seems very well prepared for this big match, surely the biggest 1v1 match he's played. And Zen is trying to stay on ball. He is trying to break up Osaft's composure. Ceiling reset, or reset near the ceiling. Flick, oh, Shogun!
Hello! Oh, it's a good time! What's happened? What's been going on? I've missed all of it!
Osaft's been dominating. Osaft is playing with so much confidence.
So Osaft is up 7-2. I'm currently...
Oh no. I don't know what you guys can hear.
That's done. It's so job done.
Are you here?
Go without me, Fear. Go without me. It's a Fear stream now. Let him have it. Everyone rise up for Fear.
Oh, Zen still has time. With 1:45 left to go, a decent save, something we haven't really seen from him so far. It's just been Osaft taking control of everything. And now Zen can get something going. A kickoff here really sparks some life back into this game, number one.
Okay, I am
but it's Osaft off the side wall. He's resetting so far away. This is a good way to counter that early challenge that Zen does. It's harder for him to make contact if Osaft doesn't bring the ball to him. And it's very often that someone will make a really poor challenge. Zen didn't allow a goal, but it is still Osaft possession. Look at Zen instantly challenge off the ceiling. He's trying to stop Osaft's game, but Osaft has the reads, and Zen cannot break away possession. He needs, I mean, he's running out of time here to even bring back this game, number one. People were talking about whether or not this is going to be a 4-0. Osaft is looking so strong. I mean, it's time to believe in the full series win. That's just how good he's played this game, number one. He's not just beating him by a bit. Knowing the full repertoire, he's got everything it takes to take down a Zen. Now, the one thing I will say is Zen has struggled in game ones and has had a couple Swiss stages where he went the distance. He is king clutch historically. So it's certainly not over just taking one game from Zen, but it's definitely a message to anybody who thought that they could skip this series that it is time to tune in, that Zen is capable, and that Osaft is capable, and that Zen needs to be at least a little bit worried. I think these guys are basically just playing midfield game here. Zen didn't get a quick enough goal. Now they're just feeling it out with the last 30 seconds. There's no way I'm cursing him, right? There's no way. I couldn't possibly curse him in this situation. He's had such good kickoffs. He should be able to hold on to it. Zen scores. He needs 4 goals in 30 seconds. Osaft needs to win just a single one. Even one kickoff win that he can get possession of, he can end the series and and he got that boost right there. That should be enough. He'll play this away, or Zen will play it away. It doesn't matter which one of them do, but the seconds take off. Osaft challenged here, but still on the ball. Oh, actually, Zen's gonna get one more. I still stick to my story here that this is not possible for Zen. Osaft, please make me right. This would be devastating for the mental. Osaft definitely cannot afford to give this game away to Zen when he's coming in here as the underdog after playing it so well for 4 minutes and 50 seconds. Osaft ships this over Zen into his half and lets it get dunked down. Osaft has to be feeling good as he is going to take 4. I bet he has this, a poor matchup against Reziers specifically, because he knows Reziers is that, top German 1v1er. I think he might be a little bit in his head about playing against him, so it'd be extra bonus to dodge him. But I think just beating Zen in general, you don't even need any extra bonus. I think that's going to be good enough, and he had a great game number 1 for his chances.
Yeah, and he's doing all the things he needs to do. He's winning kickoffs. He's making sure to keep the ball when he gets a hold of it and not give it away too much, because Zen's going to score some goals that there's just nothing you can do about. But if he can dominate the possession, then that's going to force Zen to get nitty-gritty and start to show if he's been doing his homework on the ones game, which I'm sure he has. He's taking a sweet time here, the Osaf backing way off, and here goes Zen into his natural habitat, the sky, where he is so dangerous. Osaf does well, dissuades him from continuing to play.
Yeah, he got him to back out of his play and just go for a standard air dribble. But this is honestly a huge switch up from game number 1. It felt like Zen was almost never in control of the game. Osaft was dictating everything, and for this first full minute, Zen has had control, and now he's got Osaft right where he wants him. No boost. Irritable bump, his favorite move this tournament, will be the first goal.
He is just so good at this. You know, I'm looking forward to seeing Zen in 2s and 1s again and see if he's getting more physical in those games. Because his irritable bumps are really impressive, even though he's not the guy who's often associated with them. I think it was CJ asking yesterday, is he going to make irritable bumping cool? I think he might.
Yeah, I mean, if anyone's going to do it, it's going to be Zen. And right now, he's looking to try and turn around this series. What we've seen from him so far, I was mentioning when I was just talking, to the void by myself, is that he's had some rough series. He hasn't been just dominating in all of them. He struggled in the Swiss even against some players that maybe didn't make main event. But he's learning on the fly as he goes, and Osaft is going to have to hope that he doesn't do that here in this series.
Oh, Zen going for the long-range shot here. Osaft sees it coming. You can spot the occasional moment where Zen doesn't make the 1v1 main play. Like right there, he landed before Osaft after an aerial contest. A lot of 1v1 players would just go for the demo, but Zen doesn't do that. He just goes for the boost. He plays for the guaranteed option and not the demo and someone else's landing. But are these missed opportunities? Now he is playing for the demo and he doesn't get it. I mean, Osaft nowhere near getting demoed in that play. He knew he was fine, boosting up on his own back wall.
Yeah, chasing him up the back wall with 0 boost is definitely an all-in play. And when he didn't connect on it, he had to have known that he was going to get scored on. Zen is actually able to dictate here on a position where it felt like Osaft had boost. Osaft does manage to get his own back corner, so he's going to force Zen away, who chain dashes away. See if he can get re-involved in this play. Osaft's aerial game has been so good. Bump at it, almost ceiling height, but Zen manages to make the play.
Osaf going to try and take this. No, he actually just pops it, so he opts for the awkward pop forward. Must have been a tough one to hit back with himself, which would have been preferable to keep possession. Yeah, Zen is letting him have a bit of space in this matchup. He clearly thinks he could beat him. Oh, nearly gets a demo in the back corner, does Osaft. Yeah, Zen just wants to outplay him in open play. He doesn't want to go for any 50-50s that aren't deemed necessary. And that's resulting in a very low-scoring game so far. Zen doesn't get the boost steal here, but the 50-50 is really good. It's perfect, and he walks in the open net.
Yeah, you talk about things that you don't often see one's mains do. I just felt like everybody grabs boost there, but Zen decides not to. And then Osaf challenged way too far out. He was, off left side of the ball, enabled Zen to keep that in play. So a Zen lead, but Osaft has been lethal from these positions. Maybe a missed boost grab there from Zen. He's going to arrive late, and Osaft will 50 it in.
Great read by Osaft. Saw Zen going high. He low 50s it through him. Look, he just pulls away from the ball at the last second there. Lets Zen hit the ball into him. That's something we see Zen do a lot in 3v3. He has such a threat with the high reset outplay that players challenge him too high. And now, okay, we are seeing what we thought Osaft might be able to win in. Gets a kickoff goal. This is where Zen has to be careful. You can't let this happen too often.
And right now it has been. Zen hasn't been able to figure it out. We've seen him delaying as a way to kind of get around that fact. If you can't win these more standard type kickoffs, make sure they're always a mix-up by including a bit of delay or something else of your own. He's going to survive this shot attempt here. 6 boosts to work with and fakes the flick and tries to just walk it in the net, but isn't going to be able to.
Yeah, this is an awkward position. This is the kind of position that you only get in 1v1, so this is something Osaf will have more practice in than Zen. He's very good at 2v2, of course. He might be the best in the world at that game mode, maybe the best 3v3 player, but these slow positions where the ball's barely moving really only exclusively happen in 1v1, where Osaft has more recent game time. Zen does get the ball back with the aerial challenge, though. The low-scoring game, Osaft pre-jumping again. He's just going early every time, does not want to defend reactively against Zen's aerials.
Osaft's gonna go for a bump of his own. Zen goes underneath it and makes the save, but Osaft gets back to it. The fact that Zen even got that in the first place.
But yeah, Zen missed the boost. He went for the back corner boost and just missed it. That put him in a horrible position. Needed to make a heroic save, which wasn't enough. Now Osaf can make it 5. He does! These small mistakes by Zen, they're starting to compound as he falls behind by 3.
We might be on track for a 2-game lead for Osaft. I do not think we were expected to be here. Zen is digging himself a hole, but he's got one of his own to try and keep this game alive.
That's a nice play there. Osaf trying to single jump into the ball from a bit of distance. And that just hits it straight to Zen. Still good reaction by Zen. He had to jump there to keep that in front of him. Minute to go. Zen trying to upset the player that's got more experience than him. I'm calling it an upset in terms of who's played ones more recently. Of course, none of us thought Osaft was going to be able to play this well against Zen, though. We will tell you that for a fact. And oh, not even the new respawn update can save Osaft here. Zen with the demo and the goal.
Yeah, Osaf trying to pick probably the closest, spot to the net where he could cut off this angle. Respawns even had a pre-turn, but Zen keeps it away. So this game, right as it was threatening to get pulled away for Osaf, Zen keeps it interesting and is off to another kickoff. Osaf so quick on the wave dash kickoff to recover to that midfield boost, and he will take it to the air. Not the easiest of setups, but he finds a way to get an air dribble out of it, and it's just barely off.
Osaf's got to be careful here in the back corner. Zen could be going for the demo. Actually just plays for the boost steal. Osaft was the one who ended up being in the more aggressive position. Osaft's pace is looking good in this exchange. He's been boost starved though. Has to be careful in the back corner. He finds a way to get to the ball though. Can't hit the target, but this is still a great trade. He wins the boost battle. He's got Zen on the back foot and he scores again. It's Osaf by 2 with 15 seconds left.
This is not an easy thing to do. He's playing keep away from Zen. He's diving across the net and he's keeping the speed up while controlling the ball enough that a player like Zen cannot close the distance and cannot find space to challenge. That is a near impossible task that Osaft is succeeding at. Zen still has an opportunity. He has to score here and get a good kickoff, but that save is probably enough, pushing Zen back, wasting the last moments. Unless... No, it's over.
Oh, chance. That's got to be 0.1. That's got to be so close to 0. Zen just getting it in time. But yeah, Osaf just has to stick to the ball here, surely. I mean, Zen's going to try to delay this. What will Osaf go for? He could just belly flop the ball, and I think he wins.
So that's what I was thinking. Just jump on top of it. Oh, he didn't.
Yeah, he flipped into it. So Zen's got a chance here, but it's not going to be a good one yet. I mean, it's still so hard, even if you do get the ball into the air.
Not Zen, not yet.
I want to see that from Zen, just to mix things up a little bit. It's a kickoff where you just simply drive through the ball, let the opponent win it. Oh, Zen just missed a speed flip. I mean, yeah, he's making some small mechanical mistakes here because he's clearly distracted. He can't get into the flow state. He's playing manual thinking Rocket League, which is not the way that Rocket League should be played. Oh, what a save by Zen. Osaf's going to bump it, by the way, though. That's frustrating for Zen. Osaf 1-0.
Trying not to tilt out of a one series you're losing is an impossible challenge. But Zen certainly should be capable. We saw him talking earlier to his team streamer in the chat, and I feel like that almost maybe helped him relax, joke around about it, like, oh, I lost, like, oh, he's too good. A way to kind of diffuse it a little bit. I don't know if he's got anybody to brush off the frustrations with today, but Osaf's, he doesn't have to feel frustrated at all. He snipes Zen and the ball is in!
Demos him on the ground, Zen respawns and then gets demoed again. Osaft is doing exactly what he needed to do. He's winning kickoffs and he's crushing Zen in the physical game. He's scored once with a bump in this game already, now with a double demo. It's the two aspects of the game that we highlighted as Osaf favor. And I'll be honest, I have seen a lot of moments where I'm thinking, Zen isn't going for demos. If you swap him out with Moxie, Moxie would go for a demo in that spot, but Zen is just not doing it. I think it is just the lack of experience in the game mode.
Yeah, and this is, a win for the 1v1 grinders everywhere. If Osaf is going to be able to take down Zen, we'll see if he can find a flow state and make Osaf flinch. So far, it doesn't feel like he has much at all. He's reading Zen. Wow. Nice save from Zen. That was such a good position from Osaf to place it in the top left. A little bit of an awkward recovery, but Zen's going to go back to old reliable, and it's not going to work.
What a save by Osaft. He had barely any boost in that position, but he's making Zen second guess himself. And, I've got to say, Zen is not looking confident in his aerial game, at least not compared to what we're used to seeing from him. He booms a wall shot in here. But Osaft is not just winning because of the 1v1 main associated things. He's also just doing a great job defending against Zen's usually undefendable aerials.
Yeah, I mean, this is just this is just a breakout game here for Osaft. Don't get it twisted. It's not a one's cheeser who is just happening to beat Zen. You know, he's put together a great performance, and if he keeps playing like this, it's a very well-deserved win in all regards. But he's up only 2-1. He's bumped Zen off, though, and he's going to get another.
He's just better in these close quarters exchanges. He just knows when he can go for the ball, when he can make Zen awkward. And Zen did not see that coming. He thought that surely Osaft's going to back off here. Surely, at worst case scenario, I'm going to get a 50-50 that's even. Zen, you know, credit to him. He is in the lab right now, live, trying to develop a kickoff game in front of our very eyes. And he's getting some success.
This is huge. Huge for the Zen believers who want to see him correct the rest of this series. If you can see a couple kickoffs go his way, especially ones like that directly to net. He has another diagonal. Simski did switch his flip the other way to try and mirror what just worked for him before. Why not? He's going to try and stay on ball. He doesn't get that corner boost. He knows he's not going to get it, so it seemed like he's maybe going to go to the opposite corner, but ultimately just picks up a couple pads before heading back to his half.
Well, that's good play by Osaf, just forcing Zen high, and now taking the ball back. He's waiting to see if Zen will make a mistake here. Zen fake challenge. Osaf doesn't fall for it. Now Osaf taking off early. Zen does well to get in the way of it, but then again, those little bumps from Osaf, they're just not things that Zen's used to, clearly. Getting boxed out of the play here. It looks like Osaf might have made a mistake, but before you know it, he's making it his way back to the ball. Zen can't get a read on him. It's pretty clear.
Yeah, Zen has a boost disadvantage here. Able to 50 this one. He gets launched away with 0 boost. He's going to have to sit in the air for many seconds and think about his life before he gets back down. And now Osaft's opportunity. Oh my goodness, he's just faster than Zen.
He just completely calls his bluff. Osaft knew that there was no boost to steal, so he just plays the ball instead. And yeah, he's got the win in the race in that position because the ball's coming towards him quickly. He saw Zen save, was hard into the backboard. 2-goal advantage for the underdog, and this really would be one of the biggest upsets that we've seen. We know that Zen is not a player who plays ones all that much, but he has still had so much success in the game mode that nobody thought Osaft had a chance here.
Yeah, I mean, I think even that recent win against Nas is proof that he can win against the people who play ones. Nas is a guy who's both very talented and plays ones, so it's already been shown that Zen is on form and that he could beat anyone. There's a reason why all of us moved Zen up to just underneath Moxie as, you know, a favorite for this tournament. And Zen has to try and find a way to prove us right here. He's not out of a series. He can definitely keep this going, and this game, very winnable after a demo gets him a 3rd goal.
Yeah, we are seeing some promising signs for Zen in this game. He's adapting with his kickoff, starting to have more success in that aspect of the game. He's maybe spotting some areas where he can get demos. Both players have delayed here. Zen actually the one who comes away with it initially, but Osaft has managed to get back in control of the play here. Can he reestablish the 2-goal lead? Zen just charging in. Osaf saw it coming, low 50, keeps Zen at bay. Zen fake ceiling challenge. That seems like it's at least distracted Osaft enough to win the ball back, and he buries the open net.
Zen is staying moving in defense, not making him easy to read, and he's able to dunk Osaft and take it away. It's interesting how scary Osaft has looked in open field when he's had a chance. Another delay. Zen sticks to it twice. You know, he throws rock on the RPS twice.
Yeah, he's just sticking to what has been working. And it goes to show, you know, if you're losing kickoffs, you've got to switch something up, even if it's just the timing of your arrival. Is Zen confident with his aerials? He's gone really high with this one. Got the ball past Osaf, but didn't get it past the crossbar. The flick will, though, and that's good for a 1-goal advantage.
Yeah, Zen was prepping in case Osaft was going to dive out here. He positioned ready to pop the ball if he did. As soon as he noticed he didn't, he said, okay, I'm going to be able to catch and collect and get this flick. Zen in the lead is quite a rarity so far in this series, and this is such a tough spot. Osaf looks so scary from these positions. Zen trying to challenge out, does make contact, really impressive. Osaf thought maybe Zen was going to fall down lower after the ceiling challenge, but Zen stays up there and gets a perfect boost respawn. Now he's into an aerial of his own. Very convenient. He wants a 50 and he muscles it in.
And that's more like it from Zen. That is what we're used to seeing from him. Just absolute confidence in his aerial supremacy. And he's got a 2-goal advantage for himself. Honestly, most impressed though with the mental game from Zen in this series and in this game especially. He was down and he could have easily tilted out of this. I said cringe game mode, cringe 1v1 main, I don't care. I'm going to go play threes and blame my teammates. But he's not done that. He's stuck in it and he's trying to win it.
And that is so impossible for me personally. So I'm very impressed. Oh, little pogo shots. Top left. He just needs to be careful here. I don't know if he considers that to be a safer option because he falls to the ground quickly, but just needs to make sure there's no quick goals. He's turtling. He's turtling defensively. Clearly, he still feels comfortable, and he was able to snag this game, prevent himself needing 4 straight game wins. He's got game number 3.
And he's going to put in a 7th. Just pad the stats a little bit. But we thought this...
He's picking up things from his opponents as he goes through this tournament. You know, I feel like I've seen people use various different strategies against him. Next thing you know, Zen said, hey, that worked well, I'll take that. And he started to do that a little bit himself. So maybe once he plays Moxie, the problem is once he plays Moxie, it'll be probably a bit too late to learn how to bump. You're going to have to figure that out a little bit earlier. If he does get to play Moxie, because right now it's feeling like Osaft might.
I mean, look at Osaf go. He's just completely in control here. That is a monster of a delayed flick, and he really waited so long with that one, so low to the ground. Zen had no idea that that was going to come over the top of him. And now Zen with a chance from his own kickoff. Not the power shot he wanted. He flipped a bit early at that one. It was lacking power because of a slight mistiming by Zen.
Osaft, strong possession play. Wants to keep this going in his favor. Zen is floating off the ceiling. He has no interest in allowing the air dribble, but Osaf says, fine, I'll go to the ground. I'll show you my delayed flick game.
That might be the best delayed flick combo I've seen in a while. 2 huge delayed flicks back to back on a player many consider to be the best in the world. Osaft has got tricks that Zen has not seen before, at least not at this rate of regularity. I mean, to pull the same move twice in a row, and it's even better the second time.
Ooh, Osaft just barely able to make that save. As Zen looks to get going, he sees the pinch from Osaft, backs off, and wants to gain control. Osaft, though, even though he only has pads to work with, immediately dives in on the play and wants to make sure that Zen is not comfortable.
Oh, look at this from Zen. He's trying to somehow ground pinch this while going back the other way. That was another moment, though, where I think, you know, Osaft's in the air. Zen could have demoed him. Instead, it's a missed opportunity, and then Osaf flicks the ball past him. Zen's had enough of waiting on the goal line and getting delayed flicked on, but it turns out when he tries to challenge, Osaft is aware of that threat as well.
Yeah, I think, you know, Osaft has shown that if he's given space and he's given a clean possession, he's just been too good. Zen has to do his best to make sure that never happens. As Osaft's delayed kickoff, this is going to be saved. The question is, can Zen create something out of it? He's passed it high to the side wall and has read the bluff that Osaft was not going to challenge there on the ground. Zen taking it around away from Osaft, back to net. He's going to get it on target. He does, and that's only something Zen can do.
He's just caressed this one into the net, air dribbling it around the challenge, resetting it back on, and then slowing it down in case it's hitting the crossbar. Every touch in that air dribble had to be perfect, but with Zen holding the controller, you can bet that they're all going to be.
Just so impressive to get around the detour, get around the cone that's up there in the air, get him out of the way, and find a way to score. But Osaft, for the most part, has not been a cone in defense. He has been tough to get by, as he's going to hand this one over to Zen, who's just going to test Osaft. A very soft touch, and Osaft passing the test, pinches it to the ceiling, follow up. Zen fakes here. Both of them turn off the ball, and now they're playing that low boost scenario that we've said Osaft is much more familiar with. He's going to take it to net, and he's going to score.
And you know, all these little fakes and feints by Zen, they're just not convincing enough. He flips away, indicating to Osaft that he doesn't want to challenge, and then Osaft predicts perfectly when the real challenge is coming. These are the moments where Osaft can use his knowledge and just all of his experience to catch Zen out of position. He scored 4 times with 4 flicks this game. He's really showing consistency that Moxie would be proud of. Oh, and he's missed an open net.
Zen has to use this for a sign of life. He's going back to his favorite move, but Osaft up early, saw the air dribble bump is happening. He knows that Zen hasn't quite been a one-trick pony with that, but it's definitely something when he's gotten the space he's been going to every time. Now he's shooting from distance, and he's really putting a test on Osaft. He's saying, I don't think you can make, good enough saves to survive in defense forever. So I'm just going to throw it at your net and then see if I can't follow it up.
That little touch right there to pop the ball up from Zen is perfect. It gives him so many options, and Osaf, like many other Rocket League players in RLCS, covering high because Zen's threatening with his reset mechanics, and then gets it with a low 50. Oh, Osaf's on the late kickoff. He chips it back corner. Advantage to the German again.
Zen able to make the first save, but it cost him a little bit of boost he had after the fake, and Osaft knew after picking up that corner that was going to go his favor. He just needed the ball to be somewhere close to being in play, and when it was, he gets around it to score. So kickoff mix-ups from Zen not going as well as he would have liked. He missed a dash here, didn't land. What is Osaft doing though? He made it almost possible for a second there.
Oh, you didn't want to be missing 2 open nets in the same game. That one would have been even worse than the first one. I don't know why he backflipped on it. Must have been a miss input as he takes a couple deep breaths, wide-eyed, staring at the ball rolling in. Osaft has got this one in the bag if he can just lock in. Zen doesn't know what to do with him.
Zen going to the ceiling reset that his fellow French 1v1er loves so much in Moxie, but Osaft is making the right defensive plays, and Zen is looking a bit lost.
I mean, Osaft's doing such a good job to match the height with his ceiling challenges. He's flown up to the ceiling as Zen's at the ceiling, and then he's come back down as Zen's coming down. So the whole time Zen's looking at the goal thinking, well, I mean, Osaft's in front of me, so I can't really shoot the ball. And he eventually does pull the trigger, and it's just Osaft's save at the bottom corner. He's doing a good job just making Zen question his aerial game. Another bump off the ball. Osaft again, just showing his mastery in the 1v1 game mode. And I would hate to be Zen right now in this game.
Yeah, this is a frustrating one. Although it looks like he's maybe laughing it off from his POV, not taking it too hard, but it's just so tough. The physical game really helps, lean into the tilt when you're not having a good time. Osaft able to steal away what looked like a goal with a slight bump, and then it goes the other way. Nothing worse. Osaft actually switching up what we normally see from him. No wall dribble. Instead plays in the midfield and then reads the early challenge.
Stop it. Yes! Oh! Osaf started slow rolling Zen, so Zen says, let's just go next. I've had enough. He saw that he wasn't scoring immediately and he just said, go next. That's amazing. Stopping the ball on the goal line is what made Zen tap. He's losing the vast majority of those situations when the game slows all the way down and nobody's got any booster momentum.
And there's no way to manufacture the reps, and that's kind of what he needs to see all these different results. Maybe he's going to get a lot more chances to do it here if he can keep the series alive. He's on Parc de Paris, so maybe that'll be what gives him a chance. But starting off here, Osaft actually just kind of gave that ball away. Zen should have a recovery and a tap to net to make it 1-0.
Yeah, and like you mentioned, Osaft on match point. It could be the hardest game for him to win right here. Because up until now, he has been the underdog, and we've all been just amazed at his ability to overplay and what we expected. But now that he's right there at the finish line, he can start to overthink it. He can start to panic and, worry too much about what Zen is doing. So far, I think he's done a great job not getting aura blasted by Zen's nameplate, something that the rest of the Rocket League world hasn't figured out how to do.
No, yeah, everybody seems to get...
Oh, the double reset. Look at this. He flips right at the impact point. That is crazy. Zen sniping top corner.
Beautiful. Osaft just gets caught watching. Was hoping that Zen didn't have the accuracy, and he did. This is Zen with his back against the wall. Match points for his opposition. Osaft, what does he have in store? Is he feeling the moment right now? Ooh, his shots are now being saved. Zen getting up. I feel like we saw almost all of those going earlier. This boost just spawns perfectly in time for him. I thought it was going to be too late. He did manage to get some. Zen dives in, but should not be able to get back here. This should be an Osaft goal.
Yeah, Osaft just realizing he's got a lot of time there. Zen did bump him slightly as he went up for the aerial challenge. But yeah, I want to see that from Zen every time he's in the air. One, because it's entertaining to watch. but 2, because he should know that if he peaks in the air, nobody's stopping him. It doesn't matter who he's up against. He's going to score the vast majority of the time if he just hits his shots. And Osaft will really start to feel the pressure if Zen can't peak consistently. Here he goes again. Reset, fake, wants to bump, but it's off target. He actually popped that one too high, and he missed the demo and the exit as well.
The bump game hasn't been going as well for him. I would like to see Zen being a lot more selective on when he goes for him. There's always the time and place for an air triple bump, but he is overly using it in moments where it's not guaranteed to work. It would be in, but surely Zen is going to stop it. Wait, he didn't clear it quite well enough. He does have control now. Osaft recovering on low boost. Zen is waiting for his opportunity, but Osaft has just been playing so well on 0. He never leaves the net open except for maybe right now.
It's unfortunate. Really unfortunate timing, so I would agree with you. He really hasn't been leaving the net open except right there when he went to the mid boost and left the net open. Other than that, he's been extremely disciplined. Yeah, I don't know. Did Zen pay you off on that one? Is that intentional?
It wasn't.
That's just timing.
I'm calling it how it is. Osaft to the back wall. Does he want the full feet air dribble? Zen has been trying to deter him from doing that and just steals it away. Can Zen get up with the AT boost? Dashes with his flip on the landing shot. Saved by Osaft, but Osaft in a really tough spot. 0 boost, not even a pad to work with. As Zen wants to just get off the wall. Get off the wall. I want you to get off the wall. But Osaft covered it and Zen could not get through.
Oh, fair play to Osaf. That's a really difficult position for him, but he's done well. And now Zen, almost frustrated, hits the ball into the ceiling. He was trying for a ceiling double of sorts. And here comes Osaf with the reset. The mind game! Osaft completely pulls the wool over Zen's eyes. And was it intentional? It doesn't matter, because it's worked out.
And I mean, he's earned it. He's earned it with his aerial play so far for Zen to respect it. But that was such a big moment where he stayed calm. Zen had a massive advantage there. Sometimes the angles are tough. I'm talking about back when Osaft was on completely 0. The fact that he fell for not a single one of those fakes is a big deal. It would have swung this game even more in Zen's favor. And now he's able to get a couple goals in a row, kick off of this bump from Zen. And now we're at a tie game.
Yeah, once again, it's those moments where Osaft's just got far too many reps. He knows what to do. Zen made the wrong play. Osaf from long distance, just going to back Zen up. Zen does land on the back wall here, so he can keep going for the ball, but he doesn't realize that it's his ball to go for. Now Osaft has it. Boost seal is available, but Osaft's landed in the net. That's not ideal. Far from it. Now Zen coming the other way with the mind game. Osaft somehow saves it. What a recovery.
And Zen played it so fast too. He knew he had an advantage and that Osaft's recovery was going to be late, so he had such great set of first few touches to get the ball going, and yet still Osaft was back. He just got a nice reset off of the top of I think Osaft's car, and he's going to use that to make it 4-3.
Yeah, Osaft, it looks like he might have tried to bump Zen and get the ball there, but right as he went for it, Zen pulled away, so it didn't work out. Unfortunate for Osaft, but that's exactly what Zen needs in those exchanges where he's usually second best. Setting up the ceiling play again. Osaft all over it. Just shuts that one down. Zen can go for the counter down the middle. Overhits it. Osaft in control in the midfield. Trailing by 1 in game 5.
No boost available for Zen. He had to settle for pads after he looked and saw nothing in the corner. Nice catch and cut to keep it away from Zen.
You know, it's hard to pick who's had the better aerial game in this, because Osaft just shut down Zen on a previous play and then makes it look easy as he walks the ball to the bottom corner. He really is matching Zen in a lot of the aspects we thought Zen would be far better in.
Osaft is probably going to start feeling the moment now. Now he's 1 minute away from that goal that could win him the series, and instead it does not work out that way. Zen slightly delayed as well, and then wave dashes into the ball. Much better 50, beats out Osaft to make it 5-4.
A great shot by Zen from the back corner. Still going for this one. He needs that upper bracket to finish as far in the tournament as possible. Osaft, with a burst of acceleration, shoots the ball and smashes Zen out of the way.
Zen heads to the ground, thinks Osaft is maybe going to go for some sort of power shot, is waiting out for that, but Osaft touches the ball softly and gets ahead of it in order to get a demo Another crucial kickoff here to see who's going to get to hold the lead and maybe play the lead in the final minutes. Osaft is going to steal the corner boost. Zen looks like he's a little bit lost back here. Needs a good 50, gets it. Osaft lands inside the net, which is a big deal, but he gets demoed, and Osaft's got a wide open net to make it 6-5.
It's just perfect play from Osaf. He stole even the small pads before going back for the big boost steal, and he knew that the demo was available. He timed it exactly right when Zen had to make a move for the ball. And it could be Osaft in 5, a scoreline that's hard to believe. Fair enough if you predicted the upset, but I don't think anybody thought it would be this one-sided.
Zen needs a goal. Pass and boost, will have to use all of it to kind of get rid of the ball in his half. He'll pick up 100. Osaft needs to stay composed. Zen in the air can be lethal, has the reset. What? That wasn't lethal though.
That was just an own goal. CSC. Zenito. I don't know what he was thinking there, but you can clearly see that he's second-guessing himself, and Osaft is right there on the finish line.
Fake kickoff as he tries to finish this off. Zen is going to have 100 boost and might have the ball. Osaft will back off. This needs to be a quick goal. Can't afford to go slow. This has to be the moment, and Osaft denies it and wins the series 4-1. The big upset over Zen. Zen is still alive, sent to lowers, but it's going to be Osaft who punches a ticket to the semis alongside Moxie.
That is absolutely incredible. Zen immediately turns off the camera. He is out of here. Did he underestimate Osaf today? I can guarantee you that we did. None of us saw this coming. Not even in 7. You can see how much it means to him. I mean, what a win. What a win that could be, not just for this tournament, but for his Rocket League career. Everybody's going to hear about this. Everybody's going to see what...